let's go ahead and get started. So another ranked core draft. All the daily grinding has brought me back up to enough gold, and we'll use that to purchase our entry. And here we are. Shared summons, I'm not real happy to see that as our rare. Other good cards that we can consider here would be Chandra Pyromancer, the Novice Pyromancer. That's certainly one of the better, possibly one of the best cards in the set. I think I'm going to turn the sound down on my computer a little bit. Hang on, guys. Yeah. Right, because the game music was really kind of overwhelming my eardrums there. Ancestral Blade is good in white. Everybody agrees that white is not great. Also, people are higher on this card than I tend to be. It's not bad, but I'm not quite seeing the real value there. Hey Joe, yeah, that is definitely my forerunner for right now. By the way, congratulations to you. You are the first VIP on this channel. So thank you for all you've done to earn that. Yeah, I think the Chandra is going to be our pick. There's really not a whole lot else that really seems first pickable. Yeah, let's go with that.
Pyromancy puts a little sizzle in my step.
Captivating Gyre is not terrible, but it's not great. Okay, so the Chandra is good on her own. She can help to rampage, she can do direct damage. I'm actually thinking of the Audacious Thief here. Let me take a quick look at something before I turn my attention back to the cards in front of us. The Boreal Elemental is good for you know, just as a card and also as an elemental. Given that we have the Chandra, the elemental is not a bad choice at all. So I feel like right now we're looking either at the Thief or the elemental. Yeah, as I feared, my Deckmaster overlay is not working. Sometimes when I bring it up, it seems to work, and sometimes it's not, and I'm mystified as to why that should be. I'm sort of at a loss between the Elemental and the Thief. I almost feel like flipping a coin over it. You know what I am going to do? So bear with me, everybody. Let me bring up Deathsea's ratings of these cards, see what he has to say about it. Okay, so in blue, Boreal Elemental, let me see how he ranks that. He gives it a B, whereas in black, the Audacious Thief is an A, so he definitely likes the... you know what, I think I'm going to go with that for now. Give us a little bit more flexibility to start. Okay. The Uncaged Fury is very good. We've seen it do great work on both sides of the aisle. We have a perfectly good green elemental here. This is a sideboard card, which of course is meaningless for us right now. I think we want to take some removal. Oh, what am I saying? Let's go with the Brawler. It's one of the very best elemental payoffs. I'm going to go with that. So I may regret having passed up the Boreal Elemental, but let's see what we get. Goblin Ringleader, no help there. Agonizing Siphon is good. Listen, worst case scenario, this is a 2/4 that attacks for 3/4, which is not, as floors go, that's not so terrible. Given that we've dipped into black, I think we need to continue with some more removal. Or with some removal, because we passed up the reduced to ashes before. More removal with the bone splinters or the Spitfire. The Spitfire and Chandra can play together pretty well. I'm actually kind of liking that. The bone splinters is fine, but as I say, let's go with the Spitfire. There's the elemental again. So blue looks like it might be a little bit. Hey, Five Fingers, how you doing? Good to see you. So I'm sort of at a crossroads here. As you see, we have the black and red. I did pass up a boreal elemental before in favor of the audacious thief. I think at this point it might be smarter to pivot back towards an elemental plan because we're seeing some good ones. The Embercat is not terrible. The elemental, the Lynx. And I suppose we could always splash. We could always splash black for the siphon. Yeah. We could. Yes. Oh, we could get the Bloodfell Caves actually. That'll either support our black-red theme or it'll allow a black splash. And again, I would ask people to vote, but my Deckmaster overlay, blah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you can't see it here, but LSV rates the Elemental as a 3, the Lynx as a 3, and the Embercat as a 1.5 or 2.5, depending on the kind of deck it goes into. At this juncture, I think I'm actually a little bit more willing to take the Elemental, even though we passed up one before. Joe, if you're still there, I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, that's exactly it. So the only thing that's pushing me away from blue is that I already bypassed an elemental, and I have these two good black cards. Again, we can splash for one of those. I'm gonna go with that. Okay. Nothing here is really going to help us either way. Bone to Ash, not exciting. Portal, also unexciting. Well, I could take the Weaponsmith. It's a passable 2-drop, and if we can pick up a bow or a vial, then so much the better. I think I'm liking the Weaponsmith at this point. Alternately, a Marauder's Axe, but, that's kind of unexciting. And everything else here, again, you can't see them, but the ratings are uniformly low. LSV likes the Bone to Ash. That's a heavy blue commitment, though. I'm going to go with the Weaponsmith, I think. All right. So now, there are no good green options. The black option is unexciting. These white options are also unexciting. So let's stick with blue and the Sprite. I think it has to be the Sprite. If anybody has any reason to go in another direction, make your opinion known. Yeah, yes, thank you for that. This is also not an interesting pack. I think the Spitter. I have gotten good use out of the Spitter in the past, but if you don't see it early, then it's a little bit of a dead card. So far, the only elemental payoff that I have right now is the Brawler. Everything else here is just junk. I'm going to go for the Spitter. Ooh, Dragon Mage. Woohoo. Interesting choice. Now, if we can get 2 or 3 Heart Piercer bows, that's not bad. Hey, Misaki, good to see you. Yes, I will need all the help. I will need all the luck I can get, and any help that people are willing to throw my way is, as always, greatly accepted. My luck so far with M20 has been mixed. I've done reasonably well to pretty poorly. The draft on Wednesday, we had kind of an embarrassing 1-3 with a kind of a wacky deck. Okay, so yeah. So I like the elemental because we're moving in that direction. But you know what? Let's go with the bow, because if we can get 2 or 3 of these, that's great. And the elemental, we will almost certainly see another one. Sure, let's go with the Heart Piercer bow. Ugh. I have not been impressed with the Piranhas, and I don't feel like we're in a deck that will really, or I don't think we're moving towards a deck that's really going to be well served. So I think it either has to be the Prismite, or the Aeronaut, which is a slightly softer, I think it has to be the Aeronaut. Ooh, Ringleader. Do I want another Ringleader for my collection? I don't think so. I do have a Goblin deck in construction. Piranhas are weird. And if you have a bunch of them all at the same time, stay away. We'll take the Golem here. Another Aeronaut, really? It's not like I want a whole bunch of these. Alternately, I could take the Befuddle. It's a trick. The card draw is not bad. And again, since you can't see, LSV rates the Aeronaut as a 2.5 and the Befuddle as 1.5. I think I'm going to take an Aeronaut. I'm going to sideboard it for now. I can't imagine running a whole bunch of them. Okay, this is all nonsense. Alright, let's see if pack 2 is kinder to us. Not in the rare. The Wave Crasher could work for us. Bone Splinters. Yeah, that was my thinking also. Removal, straight up removal is good. I think that's probably going to be our pick. Green has the Shaman, which is nice, but we're not going that way. I think it has to be Chandra's Outrage. We're also not very strongly in blue, really. Interesting. Yeah, it has to be Outrage. If anybody else has any differing opinions, any dissenting opinions, by all means, speak up. Okay, Outrage it is. Marauding Raptor. There is very little here for us in our colors. The Raptor is not really under consideration. Some more removal. I don't think there's anything else here really worth discussing. Fry. Fry is fine if we were doing best of 3. Since we're not. Unless we're willing to main deck it and hope for white or blue decks. Blue we're likely to see, actually. White, who knows? No, I think it has to be reduced to ashes. By the way, Five Fingers, I read your little bio on your page. I have a thing called Symphalangism C.S. Lewis type. Yeah, and yeah, I'll type that in for you so that you can look it up if you wish. So hang on, Symphalangism C.S. Lewis type. So, just as a quick side remark, based on your discussion on your channel. Okay, I'm going to take the reduce. And let's see what we come up with next. Blue seems to be drying up a little bit here. That's not good. Could we pivot back to black? It's possible. Although there's really nothing in black here that's of great interest. The bird grabber, no thank you. I think it has to be the Octoprophet. Oh, I don't know. Stay the course with blue, or grab the bone splinters. I really don't like the bird grabber, especially since we don't have a lot of flyers. We have a couple. Actually, we have a few. Anyway, you and I might consider starting a Weird Hands team or something. Give it a little thought. And to the rest of you who may be listening and have no idea what we're talking about, I urge you to check out Five Fingers' Twitch page and read up. And you'll see what I mean. Meanwhile, what do you think? Octoprophet, Bone Splinters, possibly going back to black. I ended up in a 3-color deck 2 days ago. It really didn't work out real well. I'd rather not do that again. Somebody help me to decide. Not a lot of great sack targets for this. I think it has to be the Octoprophet. Yeah, I was thinking of that as well. Good enough for me. We move on. Oh, there's the other fire elemental I was talking about. This would have been interesting. Well, not a burst. Ugh. So many different possibilities here. Infuriate, maybe if we're desperate. This is a solid creature. We could try for a black splash. The Siphon and the Thief may be worth flashing for. I don't know. Probably not the Thief, actually, because the Thief we want to get out early. I suppose the Elemental would be a safe if boring pick. I'm tempted to go with the Siegebreaker. It's a solid creature and it can do some good work with its ability. Considering that black splash. Thoughts, guys? We could go for another Renowned Weaponsmith. I don't want to have too many in the deck. We already have 3 early drops. Alright, let's see what we've got. Let's take out what we're certainly not going to play. Okay, that's it for now. I am tempted to go for the Siegebreaker, to be honest. And again, we are likely to see more of these guys as we go. So blue, red with a black splash, maybe. Okay, so I'm not sure I'm understanding you, Misaki. You're suggesting that even if I pick wrong, the most I'm really giving up. Oh, you love fractals. Let's try it. You know, science, whatever, right? Oh, murder. That's a late murder. Oh, jeez. That would be a real commitment though to the splash. There's nothing else here that's very good. Yeah. Well, yes and no, because it was a black card. We still have the rest of pack 2 and all of pack 3. As I said, we could still end up in a black and red build. Because the elemental is good, but our other blue cards are not terribly exciting. Oh, I'm tempted to go for the murder. And really try to make black and red work at this point. I mean, I have some elemental synergies going on just in red, which is not bad. Yeah, that's exactly right. Alright, murder it is. Alright, so we are now thinking much more. There's another brawler. Interesting. Undead Servant, no. Okay, so how many elementals have I got so far? Alright, let's take all the blue cards out. The bow, I'm going to leave for the moment. Yes, they're all playable, but if I go in a straight black red direction, this is what we would look like so far. How many elementals have I got? One, sort of. 2, 3, just 3, 4. So I have 4 elementals. If I can pick up 2 or 3 more, then I think that would be more of a thing. I'm kind of liking the brawler at this point. Alright, so tell me. Okay, thanks, Five Finger. It's always a pleasure to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I'll catch you later. And yes, thank you on the luck, because as usual, I'm going in a weird direction. Take care. Alright, so tell me true, Misaki. Do you think my blue so far is good enough to keep going in a blue direction? I feel like my black is starting to shape up reasonably well. I think it has to be another brawler. Let me see who else is lurking in here. The usual bots. Yeah, I agree with that. So let's continue with black and red and the smuggler. Oh, the smuggler is fantastic with the brawlers. Okay, so that looks really good. I'm happy to pick up skeletons. But I think we have to go with the smuggler. The upside is pretty up. Yeah, it can enable the Spitfire, both of the brawlers, and that's it so far, I guess. The Spitter and the Thief. Yeah, I think it has to be the smuggler. Am I missing anything that you're screaming to yourself? Pay attention, pay attention. Okay, we'll go for the smuggler. Let's take the vial. Oh well, the weaponsmith is no longer a thing, so much for that. I think the skeleton. It can sort of block until the cows can come home. Yeah, I think so. Infuriate is an okay trick. And again, all these blue cards are not so interesting. Let's take the Infuriate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't know that you were that you had precognitive abilities. There's the Blade Brand you were just mentioning. Yeah, Blade Brand it is. Well done, Misaki. Have you tried hiring yourself out as a prophet or a seer of the future? And there's the elemental that I knew would come back. Yes, good point. Thank you for that. Elemental. Undead Servant or a Feral Abomination. What do we have in the way of finishers? Not a whole lot. I think I'm willing to take a Feral Abomination. Well, the Fire Elemental's not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Abomination, but we'll sideboard it for now. Another Scorch Spitter, sure. Thank you, Chad OX001. I hope I can just call you Chad. Thank you so much for the follow. Awfully good of you. So there's a difference between our two streams. You are an experienced and well-accomplished player. Even though I've been playing a long time, I'm still trying to improve my skills, which is sort of the raison d'etre of this stream. Having said that, we move on. Alright, so we seem to very much be in a black and red direction. We're trying to maximize our elemental interactions in red. Hello, First Worst. Good to see you. A pleasure to see you. I did see Disfigure right off the bat. Shock is also good. I think Disfigure is better because it can be also a battle trick as well as removal. Pride with one. Yeah, I hear that. Okay, so Disfigure is almost certainly our pick. The Golem is nice. Shock is better with the 1/3 flyer. That is true. So we have, so our three most likely picks are the Disfigure, Golem, and Shock. I think Disfigure is really good also. I hate to let the Golem go. Disfigure is our pick, unless somebody can give me a very compelling argument to the contrary. Check something real quick. Yeah. I feel like the Golem is like third pickable or something like that. I don't know. At this point, I think we're pretty solidly into black and red. Yes, thank you for that. Thank you for that, First Worst. Excellent point. Alright, black and red, there's another elemental. The Gorging Vulture. The only graveyard synergy that I'm seeing so far is the skeleton. We could take another skeleton. I think I like the Gorger better. I feel like it has more of an upside. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking also. So, let's do a quick count. Black is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 cards. Red is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, We're currently more into red. We have a couple of double reds. We did pass up a bone splinter before in favor of something. I can't remember what now. We may still see another one. We're only one card into this pack. Even with all that, I feel like the Vulture is our best pick at this point. And as before, if there are any compelling arguments for another pick, then now's the time. Gorger it is. There's a Risen Reef. That boat has kind of sailed. There's a Shock that is absolutely fine, and it's likely to be our pick. I do like the Scrounger. I don't know that we really have the right kind of a deck for the Scrounger. Awesome in this deck. It's not like we have tokens or anything like that. So first worst, tell me why. I see what you mean. At the worst case scenario, when it enters the battlefield, it'll pin for 1. Hello, Adam. Good to see you. Forgive my memory, but I'm not recalling seeing you. So welcome to our stream. Great to see you. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we have a good debate going here. Basically, we're in a black and red deck. We're looking at either Shock or the Scourger. First worst may is an excellent point that it does trigger the Spitfire. It is a close pick. If this were another common, I would say it might wheel, but Shock is not going to wheel. Let me take a look at our curve. We do not have a lot in the 5 slot just yet. We have we have 3, 4 pieces of removal. The Scrounger might wheel. That's a good point. I have seen the Scrounger wheel. All right. Thank you for that, Adam. I like that. It helped us to settle on the Shock. Okay. Next, another Smuggler I think would be great. We already have the one, but it really enables a lot of the things we have going on here. Yeah. Smuggle, yeah, I agree with that. Smuggle it is. There's another Elemental. Sure, seeing a bunch of those. It's interesting. The Elemental will help the little bit of Elemental synergies we have going. But the Cutthroat comes down a little bit sooner and can do some nice cleanup work. Yeah, I think that's what I was kind of leaning towards. If anybody has a compelling argument for something else, now's the time. Yeah, that's exactly right. Okay. Cutthroat it is. Smuggler, whatever the heck it is. Cutthroat it is. What have we got here? The axe. Interesting. We could activate something with our smuggler and then equip it, but that's an expensive pastime. Not so much. Alternate, we have a 1/3/2 drop, which is indeed. Yeah, I think that's correct. 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drop. I do lack, well, so Miss Hockey does bring up a good point. We only have we only have really 3 early drops, and then it picks up a little bit on the 3 spot, which makes the that's a good point. So that then would be an argument for the sorcerer. And if we do run 16 lands, then its activation is much less likely to be a thing. Nevertheless, it can hold the ground for a turn or two. Have I ever lost a game thinking, boy, I wish I could see my Marauder's Axe? I think it has to be the Sorcerer. Axe over... Alright, so a lot of people liking the Axe. I will go in that direction. Here's another bow. Okay. Here's a fair finisher. a lot of people seem to scoff at Ripscale Predator. I feel like it's a perfectly okay creature. 6/5 Menace is often difficult to deal with. I feel like it's a perfectly okay finisher. Does anybody have an objection to the Predator? Yeah, exactly. Alright. We have a couple of red elementals here. Another early drop. Our late game is starting to shape up a little bit, I think. We have the Predator. We have the Siegebreaker. That's really kind of it, actually. The Spitter is okay. Let's mark it for control. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that, Mizaki. That's true up to a point. I have played decks that was basically either white or some other color combination weenie, and it's very easy to get outclassed by the third or fourth turn and then just die. So I'm assuming that remark is a little bit tongue-in-cheek there, first worst. But that brings us back. Do I like the Spitter or the Elemental? I think the Spitter at this point is fine. And there is nothing here for us at all. I guess the Raptor. I could take this for my collection. The Raptor is almost certainly not going to see play. This is best of one. So there is no reason to take the Duress. Unless you're willing to main deck it. I have had people main deck it. I feel like it's a bad main deckable card in best of one. I really do. Yeah. So I feel like one of these for collection or nothing. And I have a million Duresses in my collection already. Yeah. That's exactly why I think we can all agree it's not a good main deckable card. Yeah, I think that's kind of the direction I was heading in. Mind Rot, another elemental. Has to be the or the Vial. Maniacal Rage Boom. I hope very much that you're doing more tongue-in-cheek here, first worst. I am just always really afraid of the old 2-for-1. Yeah, I think I like the Elemental better. Or the Rage. Works on the Spitter. Yeah, that is good. Sure. Another Blade Brand. Are we going to run 2? I don't know. It's possible. There is nothing here. Act of treason. I don't think so. Go out of main. Yes, thank you. Turn. So skeleton. Turn to rage. So guys, if I put up a highlight on my channel. Look at the highlight that I put up from like a week ago, and you'll see exactly. Yeah, it was here. Meanwhile, let's continue moving through all these cards that we're not going to use. All right, let's build this thing. We have 44 cards. Let's start by losing the axe. I'm giving the axe predator and fire elemental. Really? Well, you do like your close to the ground aggro decks, don't you? Well, we can always bring them back. Let's see what we've got. Cut the 3-2. Oh, right. The arrows. Right. I do not much like the aeronaut. Right. That was sort of a begrudging pick to begin with. And here's a deck. Let's see what we have. Skeleton, 3 spitters. If you need me to move the chat stream so you can see all the cards more clearly, just say so. The Rage, I don't know. 16 lands and axe. Interesting. First worst, what would you pick? What would you pick as the worst card in the deck? Just out of curiosity. Let me put the axe back. Where is the axe? Really? Okay. I mean, yes, it's clunky as a sorcery and costs 5, but when you need to deal something 5 damage, it's there. Before I drop the mountain, let me just see what the color requirements are. Interesting. You'd cut the ashes and add... That's a really interesting point. If I have... Okay. I like the thinking. And so now we have a really, really low to the ground deck here. We top out at 4. I like it. You guys are making a lot of sense to me. And yeah, the smugglers I think are going to be a key player in this whole situation. And the Siege Breaker also acts as something that can back up the skeleton. I'm willing to give it a try. Any last minute changes here? This deck is very different from any I've played so far in M20. I'm really kind of excited about it. Any last minute changes before we check it out? Any last words? Thanks for putting it that way. If there are none, then we're done. Alright, let's see how we do. As I say, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this plays out. My opponent's name is and I am going to move the stream back to the right so you can see all my lands. Alright, what have we got? I think this is an easy keep. I can't imagine anybody recommending that I mulligan. I'm glad I clicked the right button. Once in a while I click the wrong one just out of, brain fart. ankle raise. Yeah, that would be pretty sick. I agree with that. And again, anybody who hasn't, check out that that video highlight that Misaki was referring to before. It's pretty crazy. The clip is less than 3 minutes, so it won't take much time out of your life at all. And you get to see a pretty funny expression on my face. Alright, that's fine. Sure, let's play another spitter, because that's what we're doing. Spitter is a good early game creature. The fact that we got 2 right away is quite fortunate. Alright, will our opponent play a second land? I think it quite likely. And there it is. So this battlefield is from the War of the Sparks expansion. As you can see, all those sparks flying about. Oh my. Yeah, the lifelink would be annoying. This is great. Let's attack for 6. Pretty insane. Yeah. One more land and we can really start humming here. Even without a land, the shock can probably do some good work for us. Alright, what shall he do? Alright, so if he can get this going, he can start to pick off my spitters. I'm not real worried about it at this point, I must admit. What's it gonna be? The suspense is killing me. So I don't know if Chad is still here. So I recently encountered a fellow Chad with a bunch of characters as his name. His stream immediately caught my interest. Oh, bad for him. Immediately caught my interest because he was touting himself as the oldest Magic streamer on Twitch. And turns out I've got him beat by over 10 years.
So many opportunities to get lost.
I think we're gonna do +1. This is too sick for words.
Let's burn brighter.
Yeah, my opponent is just having terrible luck, and I'm having pretty good luck. The game is over on the next turn. All right, this is almost a non-game. Boy, you guys are good at putting decks together, I gotta say. Would that were true. Yeah, we're just gonna shot. Well, nah. It doesn't matter. There are about 6 different ways that we can win. Well, this is gonna be turn 5, unfortunately. So I don't get those 2 extra points first worst. Unless you consider the game functionally over, which it really kind of is. Yeah, there are like so many different ways to win. I'm just gonna shock him. It's just quick and easy. Or I could siphon him. I mean, I could kill him like 6 different ways. It's insane. I don't think I've ever been in a situation like this. Yeah, there's so many different ways. Let's just do shock. That's it, Wow. That was one of the most one-sided games I've ever seen in my life. Alright, here's hoping it's a good harbinger of things to come. Alright, we move on. That was a very auspicious start there. We didn't draw our finisher. What is our finisher at this point? Yeah. One land and we're in so-so shape. I could keep. I really would. If this had one mountain in it, it would be a definite keep. I am liking them all. Anybody? Does anybody have a strong reason to keep? We are on the draw first, so that'll help us really either way. I'm agreeing with first words. Anybody else have a dissenting opinion? Okay, there's one. So, yeah, there is that. Any land brings us to 2 plays. Yeah, that is true. Well, we have 1 play either way. We can get this onto the battlefield. I'm inclined to mulligan. I really am. Although I definitely hear. Yeah, that is true too. I wish I had some chat command that allows a coin flip. It depends on how good the 3-drop. That is absolutely true. I'm gonna mulligan, and yeah, we have our lands, but this is worse. Yeah, we have to keep this. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and I think we're going to get rid of the Maniacal Rage. Yes. Well, we are on the draw first. That will help. That was not much help. I would. Well, let's play a card and see what we can do. I will say I do like this London Mulligan a whole lot better than the Scry Mulligan. I really do. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? So our first card should be the Smuggler. What do we like first, the Vulture or the Smuggler? Assuming, well, it depends on what he plays, of course, but which one do we like better? The Vulture right now makes sense because he has a flyer. Yeah, and that's a good point as well. Well said. And what did we hit? The Thief. That's annoying. And I do not have a Soul Salvage, so goodbye, Thief. At this point, it's probably too late to get a lot of use out of it anyway. Okay, lots of good choices here. I could Chandra and whack him. I could attack and play the Cutthroat. I'm kind of liking attacking. So you're advocating attack first and then see what he does. Yeah. Exactly. And then if he does not block, because he should smell a trick. So now let's bring out these, I'd say Chandra. Chandra, she starts at 5, and I can get rid of the aeronaut. I like Chandra and kill the aeronaut.
I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's gonna be fun.
2 damage.
Whoosh.
And he may start to ping Chandra, in which case, so be it. Okay, so this is more of a real game. The first game was not really. Okay, Kafiro, what's it going to be? Red and white with a sentinel. Interesting. So far I've only really seen these sentinels in blue-white flyers deck. Okay. Again, depending on what he plays, is it worth wasting my siphon on his sentinel? It seems like a bit of a waste to me. Alternately, I could just get in with the smuggler and start smashing. Again, depending on what he does after his attack.
Not cool.
Another aeronaut. Okay. Let's play a land. I am open to suggestion here. I could just get rid of this altogether. I'm tempted to kill his aeronaut and attack, actually. Always attack first. Sure, let's attack. What Adam said. What did Adam say? Siphon the 3-2 and Spitter. But we attack first. No attack. Okay, so Siphon and Spitter. Yeah, I like it fine. Yeah. Duh. Okay. So who's new on the channel here? Adam 00999. I want you to type in the punt command. Exclamation point punt. Oh, okay. It works just as well for you, First Worst. Punty. Okay, good. Block? Does he have a trick? Yeah, I'm gonna block. If he has a trick, I don't mind making him use it. Okay. Spitters. I'm going to send in the Spitter. And, well, you see where I'm going with that. Yeah. And just to be a wise ass, yeah, I should have done that. Wouldn't have made a difference. Okay, and now you know, I keep forgetting. Shame on me. Do you guys remember the book Dune? Right? They keep talking about a feint within a feint within a feint. And this is why I need help, because this kind of high-level strategy is very difficult for me. Alright, he's considering his options pretty carefully, I think. Fire elemental. I can't play a whole lot slower. Interesting. I liked the first book, but I didn't like the second one was terrible. I could attack and threaten to... Ugh. I am open to suggestion, my friends. And send in... Nah. Smuggle. Target Spitter. Plus Chandra. Smuggler on Spitter. What? What just happened? What just happened? Why didn't it let me... I don't understand. Alright, I'm gonna... I don't know what just happened there, but I'm going to attack, and if I need to, I'll chump him with him. I don't know what happened there. Alright, that was not terrible, but that's not what I had in mind. I don't understand what happens with the smuggler. Ugh. Ugh. That's not good. Good boy. I think I have to buff him and then attack Johnny with both creatures. Oh. Yeah, but then... Okay. Yeah, I think that is it. So... Elementals. Okay.
Gosh, look at all these friends!
Oh, for... Jeez Louise. I can't believe I did it. There's another punt. I can't believe I did that. Yeah. Boy, I could just kick myself.
I will hold them off.
All right, he's gonna just eat that, and then he's going to kill. And then he's gonna kill my Chandra. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, you shouldn't block. I don't understand why he did that. Can we give him a punt also? Why did he do that? Oh, because he wants to get rid of my smuggler. Eh. Another sentinel. Okay. I could kill that and say goodbye to Chandra. I could give him plus whatever. I think I have to do plus and send him in. And then follow up with the brawler. Yep. I have to send in the spitter.
Time to turn
Don't
up the
attack.
heat.
If I do attack, he'll either take 4. Oh, he doesn't care. Yeah. Okay, good call, first worst. Alright, well, let's see what he comes up with next. Yeah. Okay, thanks, first worst.
Close, but you can't catch me.
Pack Mastiff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm tempted to kill the Sentinel. Okay, let me do it.
Time to turn up the heat.
Interesting. Yeah, let's give it a go. Just an instant, so I think I passed the turn here. And let's see what he comes up with next. That's annoying. Okay. So do I chump with my spitter? So now I have the option of getting rid of one of these creatures. I'm thinking the Mastiff. Wait a minute. Oh, it's all 3. 1, 2, 3. For some reason, I thought that the Sentinel was coming in.
Way too much for me to handle.
Lifelink. Cool. Worth killing anything? I'm at 24. I can't tell if you're tongue-in-cheek or not. So yes or no. All right. Ooh. Let's see. He can deal me. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm gonna do my dick move again here. Okay, I have 1 creature. I have no cards. He has 3 creatures and 1 card. He could do the Pack Mastiff and pump it. Right, so assuming I draw something that I can use. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, I'm sending it in. And he can block, as I said before. Calling good game and all attack, then settle is the best. I am not quite sure what you're saying here, Masaki, but it sounds pretty spot on to me. Okay, so presumably I'll block the Mastiff if that attacks. If they both attack. Oh! Those damn aerial assaults. Why not attack with both? Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? Settle the wreckage, right. I thought you might mean settle, but I figured you can't possibly be serious because that does not exist in this format. Why is he not attacking with both creatures? What is wrong with him? Okay. Oh yeah, but I'm not sure what that's actually going to do for me. Could offer to trade. Shall we offer to trade with his token? Because I'm ahead in this raid. Well, if nothing else, I can block both creatures. Don't block. Well, I'll block I would block the Mastiff with the skeleton and his token with my. Well, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Alright, I'm willing to take 2 and see what happens. That's better. Yeah, I'm not crazy about you know, because 2 and then 2. Oh boy. They hit back 4. Yeah. Well, right, because I don't have a good blocker for the Mastiff. Unless I trade. I'm willing to trade the Mastiff for the Smuggler at this. Well, but then that's only going to work once. Oh boy. Yeah, then he does win the race because he hits me back for 8. Yeah. No, he can make 5, 6, 2 plus. I think I like Adam's line a little bit better. And again, I do have a lot of removal that I just haven't seen yet. Well, the siphon. We already used the siphon. Alright, I have to decide within the next few seconds because this is my last timeout. Alright. Sorry, first. I'm a little afraid of that. You may well be right, but I really feel like he's going to hit me back for more damage that I can really deal with. If I draw a shock, that'll be the game right there. I can shock him and then swing in with this guy. Yeah, trading 5 for 1 damage, it's too rich for my blood. If this card is a shock, then that's probably game over. A disfigure would be fine also. Get rid of this guy. Yeah, this is an interesting game. Kafiro is thinking hard. He has a lot of timeouts. I have none. Why does he have... Did he start with more than... He must have started with more than 40 cards. Oh no, I milled a few cards. How much removal is in here? So the shock, the disfigure are both... And murder is still somewhere in there. I'm still annoyed at myself for improperly sequencing the Spitter and the Chandra. But yeah, I have to let that go because I have to deal with the game as it is right now. Talk about a pregnant pause. I wonder if he's having a connection problem. I mean, this is plenty of time to think about this situation and his 2 cards. Alright, let's see if we have a decent top deck. The answer is no. What do you think? Swing in with the Spitfire? I'm thinking we want to swing in with the Spitfire. Any reason not to, and I have no time to dawdle around with this. Alright, so he has the same situation as before, although he has more lands to do it with. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is he going to do this again? I guess so. Maybe. Anything I can do about that? I guess not. 3 aerial assaults. Interesting. Really? Is that... How many lands in a row is that? 3 or 4? Another dick move. And we move on. So I need to draw some action. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are only 5 lands, 6 lands remaining. That's actually a good amount. He decided to not waste their time. Interesting. This looks better. Okay, cannot give that haste. Really? Why? Why do I want to attack with the... Oh, you're... Oh, but not because now that I have a blocker, I was thinking that I could send the smuggler in. I was thinking, oh, I can do that next turn anyway. No, because he can attack for a lot. Oh boy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he can give this, he can make this a 7-2. So he will win that race. Unless I chump block. Smuggler this. No, I can't do the spitter because the spitter. I would do the spitter, but it has smuggle skeleton for 1. Oh, I see what you mean. Sure, let's do it. Yeah, he's gonna ding me for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 7. He's gonna ding me for 9 here. Oh, only 7. That is true. Oh, come on. Okay, this time we hold back the skeleton for blocking. This is fine. Okay. Well done, first verse, unless something else... Exactly. Okay. Okay, yeah, and presumably this is nothing. Interesting game. Why is he keeping this guy back? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think you're right. Bad for him, bad for me. Oh, and oh, that's interesting. I can keep him as a chump well, and I can keep him as a chump blocker. Alright, I think we continue with our plan. Okay. Okay. We take our trusty skeleton. We play our siege breaker. Yeah. It is looking promising because he needs to draw something really dope in order to get anywhere. No, it's a good draw for him, but it's not going to help him. Looking good, looking good. Team grizzledmage is doing a good job here. Emphasis on the team. Such a mistake to not be attacking with that token. I almost forgot to replay the skeleton. That would have been... That's it. Alright, team, you've done really outstanding work for me here. Thank you so much. Yes, I was busted down to bronze at the end of the month-long season.
When you
Whoa, look at that!
reality, you understand.
Huh. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll do something with that. Alright, nice. Alright, meanwhile, we go to our third game rather. Alright, what do we got here? They go first. Yeah. Meanwhile, indeed. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I have a shot to start one more. Yeah, I think so. Okay, this is much better. This is great. So we keep 6 and we will... what shall I put on the bottom of our library? A mountain? It's either a mountain or Chandra. Or the smuggler. Ooh, the skeleton. The skeleton has been doing really good work, plus it's an early play that can... Yeah. Any other ideas, team? My feeling was either a mountain or Chandra. Hey, old sick back. Good to see you. How you been? Who am I to argue with such collective wisdom? Oh, is this the dream that you guys have been going for? Oh, too bad. Too bad. I could have lived the dream. Yeah, that is true. I was able to do that in a previous game 2 or 3 drafts ago. I shot somebody's spitter, I think. Disfigure the guy or go for a smuggler. Pass or disfigure? Well, sick back, I may regret it, but First Horse has been giving me really good advice so far today. And I think we've all seen that a spitter, unchecked, can actually do a pretty good job. Interesting. I think Pyromancer. I could do the Rage. Yeah, we'll attack first. Good call. They could have Convolute. Yeah, I think so. I feel like the Smuggler is one of the worst things to put the Rage on. We're gonna take her up, I think. Yeah, thank you. So old sickback. We saw that I forgot a couple of activations. Attack and tick. I don't have anything else. I could play the Cutthroat to get some more board presence. Alright, well, we're attacking. Cutthroat. I think so. I need some more board presence, or I'd like some more board presence. Yeah, I'm liking it. It's a Black Hill Giant in this case. I thought I did do that already. Oh no, I didn't. Thank you. I thought I had done it already. Where would I be without my team? I can nug the Lynx and attack for 2. Any reason not to? Nug and attack. No. What do you advocate? Okay, I'll take back. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to make your reasoning known. Yeah, I like it.
I sure hope you can't handle the heat.
The fact that he's a little mana screwed is obviously working in our favor so far. If nothing else happens, I could try to Rage the Cutthroat, or he could just resign. Alright, this deck is doing really nicely. You guys have done a really good job here so far. Let's move on. I am pumped. I am psyched. I am stoked. I am excited. I know my face doesn't look like it. I'm not real good at showing my feelings sometimes. So I can shock something, 1 land, and we can smuggle something. I'm kind of liking a mulligan. 1 swamp and we're happy. Yeah, that's my feeling. Yeah, Five Fingers, welcome back. This deck has turned into a very interesting piece of work here. I think we have to keep this. I can shock something, and I have a turn 3 play. Yeah, and I think... Alright, so we're going to keep this. What do we bottom? Either the Outrage or the Siphon. Or the Smuggler, for that matter. The Siphon... That's true, the Siphon is a sorcery. Yeah, that works for me. So Five Fingers, have you given my idea any more thoughts? Have you put anything into practice yet? Sure, let's... What happened to this? What? What did I put on the bottom of the deck? What did I just do? Somebody tell me what I just did. I put the shock. Good lord, what am I thinking? I think I just, I think that was just a misclick. Alright, well here we are. I'm having trouble with my Deckmaster today, also Five Fingers. They may be having some problem with it on their end, so I don't know. Aeronaut. The shock would be good for that. Yeah. I think we siphon. I think we siphon this guy and keep slamming. Any objection to siphoning his Aeronaut and smashing? Woohoo! And yeah, I'd rather not trade my Smuggler for his guy. I put a shock on the bottom of my library. That is a shock. Wonder how many miscreants he's got, or if he's just got the one and he was dying for it to play. I feel like the Brawler is the next likely card to come out. Or the Vulture. The Vulture will block his flyers. I have 5. Okay, so I can't play 2 spells. Yeah. I hope so. We'll need to draw land, obviously. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It depends on what we draw. So, I'm not keen on... I could offer to trade with his Ember Cat. Did I do it again? I misclicked. Okay. Alright, so somebody look up on the internet the term dementia and find out what the early symptoms really are. Yeah. I'm willing to trade for the Ember Cat. If he has a trick, that's fine with me. Yeah, make it 3. Lion's Mane. What do you think? Offer, block with a I could block with both. Block with the Smuggler? I'm gonna do it. let's see what he follows up with. Okay, so we are tilt-free. This is a tilt-free zone. Of course, if he doesn't play anything soon, the pressure will kill me. What is he waiting for? Oh, karaoke. Do something. Yeah, maybe he's having connection issues. Maybe his team is giving him a lot of conflicting advice and he's not sure which way to go. I mean, who knows? Yeah, that could be. Adam, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's true, I do still win the race. Good call. Yeah, he may be having a connection issue. I mean, I'd rather win a game through actual play, but I'll be honest, I don't mind a default kind of a win here. Trouble is, I am a kind of a spike, and the trouble with that is that I don't really have the skills to back it up. And I think he's passing the turn. Alright, so sure, we're gonna send in. We're gonna play the Brawler and the Spitter. 4, 5. Yeah. The two of them, of course, will have nice synergy. Alright. So he can attack as a 4-4 next turn. We can get the Gorn. I actually kind of hope I don't draw the skeleton next turn. I would rather, as we've seen, bin it with the vulture. And here we go again. Here, so you know what? So in case you missed his name before, right? That's his name. That's karaoke or karaoke. It may be that he's too busy dancing. I mean, who knows? Yeah, he may be having a bad connection. Maybe his wife called him away because she needs him to do something. Whatever, that's the end of the game. That was very nice of the system to let me recover from those two misclicks. I'm very grateful. Sinister Sabotage. Alright, so we're 4-0. Looking good so far. We move ahead. Have any of you people ever seen a player with a mythic orange name? I have never encountered any such person, and I've been playing Arena a lot since the early beta testing days. I started when it was like 2 or 3 months in. Okay, Old Sickback, thank you so much for stopping in. Always a pleasure to see you. Your advice has always been great. Have a great one. Have a good weekend. Guys, I think we have to mulligan here. Is there any compelling reason to keep this collection of cards? Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, Five Fingers. It's slow. I think we have to keep. We have both of our color. It's slow though, and this deck doesn't want to be slow. But when we can play, it'll be with good stuff. I think we have to keep and hope for good stuff. Yeah. And I'm gonna bin a mountain. Actually, I could bin the siege brand. Let's bin a mountain. We're very likely to see lands in the next 2 or 3 draws. Alright, so there's a 3-drop, which is a start. Ugh, he got his own skeleton. Ugh, what a pain they are. Too bad it doesn't remove it from the game. That one I am going to disfigure. Unless there's some reason that people think I should hold it up. Decide now. Alright, so... Ooh, the thief. I like the thief. Yeah, it can block his skeleton. We can threaten to... Yeah, we can threaten to start getting some card draw out of that. And I can follow it up with the... I just assume block. Do you think he has a blade brand or something like that? I'm gonna let it through. I think. Yeah. I can be a big sport for 1 damage, right? Alright, we attack and see what happens. Yeah. Exactly. And my own blade brand, nice. I kind of like the Siege Breaker, because then if he drops a big blocker, this threatens to destroy it. So I think I do like the Siege Breaker better than the Brawler. Any thoughts? Yeah. Oh, you like the Brawler better? Ah. You know, what is this with the misclicks? I meant to click on cancel. So which one would I prefer have had countered? Interesting. So this time I attack, and if need be, I just assume attack and Blade Brand if need be. 1, 2, and then I can still play the Smuggler. Yeah. Really? Too late. I thought you were saying nice for the attack Blade Brand threat. Well, I'm committed to moving to my combat phase. Alright, so let's attack. If he does block, I'll get two cards drawn out of it, which is not terrible. Unless there's many behind my screen. Good lord, I hope not. Ooh, nice. I could Blade Brand, or I could nug him with this. I think I would rather Blade Brand. And follow with the Smuggler and drop Chandra next turn. Smuggler or Vulture? I think I like the Vulture actually a little bit better. Try to get my own skeleton. I'm voting for the Vulture. Thoughts? And I'd rather make this, I'd rather do this before the rope burns out. Well, the Smuggler and the Vulture are both 3 mana, but I kind of like the Vulture to get that going. Okay, and we can start attacking in the air if the situation allows. And what did we lose? A Spitter. The Shock is annoying. Okay. I would have liked to have seen more lands. Ooh. We're gonna murder and Smuggler. Any reason not to murder? Yeah, I like it. Oh, it costs 2 extra. I forgot about that. Okay. So be it. The only way I have to deal with flyers is the removal that I've got. It was a pricey murder. It's kind of you might even call it an expensive hit. Sorcerer of 1, 2, 3. Oh boy, he can start doing that. Oh boy, that's bad. Oh, 2 damage. That's not so bad. Oh, he can get my planeswalkers. 1, 2, 3. So I think then we want to get the Brawler and the Smuggler going, so that he can't nug this guy. So let's attack and play those 2. Actually, let's do this. Let's attack, and if he decides to block, I can finish him off with Chandra. I like that. Do I have the right? Yes, I have enough mana to do all of that. Five Fingers, thank you so much for the support. You're awfully generous. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thanks so much. And let's see if he has any tricks. And let's be a dick. Okay, so First Worst thinks I should play the Brawler anyway, versus getting rid of... I hear that. Fair enough, and I can give it +2 on the next turn. Okay. Okay. I like it. And now the Smuggler Brawler combo can come online if he leaves both of those in play. Cool. Yeah. Now let's see what he puts into play here. Nothing. Interesting. Okay, so to make all this happen, we play this. Then we activate the Smuggler Brawler. Right, I learned from my mistake before.
So many opportunities to get lost.
Okay. He's got 3 cards. You tell me he can't do anything? Probably has a murder. We'll see. Yep. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Unsummon. If I had it, I'd play it. So at this point, plus an attack. Yeah. I'm wondering if I could use the mana to play the Cutthroat. Yeah. Let me make sure I have... Yeah, okay. So let's do that.
Here, have some of that magic stuff.
And let's end in our flyer. Two murders. Good for you, my friend. My friend is Denver Zeppo. Alright, here's hoping we draw something that can serve us well. So any of you newcomers, feel free to join the Discord that I've set up. We've had, I'll be honest, most of the conversations in there so far have been pretty one-sided, but ooh, he's gonna get 2 murders back. Oh my god. Good synergy there, my friend. Yes, that's not what we wanted. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I could attack for 2 rather. Yeah. I don't see a better line. No, it's not. Hey, we've had a run of good luck so far. And and I think I have to get rid of Chandra in order to finish off the Scholar. Yeah.
Call my fists, Pyromaster
And now,
Firebrand.
He's got 2 murders. Well, I'm still at 15. So, you can start whacking me with this stupid thing. He's got 9 lands out. Denver Zeppo. So this is how they do things in the West. Brawler's fine. Let's attack. Oh, well, yeah, let's attack anyway. So I could hold the brawler. Wow. I could hold the brawler and let him kill it with his other murder, or I could play it now and try to draw it out. The alternative is to wait to offer him something stupider to use the murder on. My 3, 4, 5. My feeling is to do the brawler. Yeah, I can't imagine like hoping for another creature to offer as a sacrifice. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, he's in the catbird seed here. 2 murders and he got them both back. Good for you. Good for you. That'll help. Yeah, I hear that, so this is nice. Now I can attack for 3. Does it do anything for it? No, he's still got that stupid murder. All he has to do is double block, and then I just take out one of these 2. And I can attack, and I can block this until I can block with this. What do you think? Offer to trade for one of his creatures, or offer it up for the murder? To attack or not to attack? Yeah. Okay. I don't know that either one is a clear advantage over the other. And he's got that as well. So that costs how much in order to activate? 6? Ah. Okay, so I think now we do attack. I would love to. I think we now do attack because I need him to use his his mana so he doesn't keep doing this thing. Attack all. Yeah, sure. Presumably he's just going to murder the brawler, but let's see. Right. I'm pretty sure he's not going to do that. Blade Brand. Ant murder. Oh boy. I have to play the Cutthroat. Yeah, he does. I think I have to play the Cutthroat in order to get stuff going and force him to use his resources rather than to keep pinging it. Yeah, I think I have to. Okay, he does have a good deck. And I think he's playing it pretty skillfully. Alright, he's gonna attack for 7 or more. Well, he'll attack for 5 for sure, and he'll do this thing. I guess this means he's got something that he needs to play. Not really sure what I can draw at this point that will make a difference. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's game. 3. I could bring hip to 6 and meat to 8, and then block. I think that's what I have to do. And then I can block this thing. Alright. All this really does is buy me a turn. Yeah, that probably was the play. I think that's punt worthy. Yeah, he just does it now. He does it at the end of my turn. Yeah, you're right. Uh, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna just concede. The extra land is not what I needed. Okay. I suspected the game was lost anyway, but yeah, you're quite right. The sorcerer was the play. Oh boy. This is interesting. These two have synergy, any lands at all, and I can get this going. I feel like this is a marginal keep. I think this is a marginal keep. If there are no thoughts, then that's what I shall do. And plus the blade brand on the skeleton will get me an extra card anyway. Okay. Any mountain and life improves significantly. Excuse me. Look at that. That was nice. I can't imagine what Remus Crone is considering. And again, that's my opponent, Remus Crone. Interesting. He does realize it can come back, right? I guess it has to be this. I hear that. I really don't like this druid though. I wish I could get rid of it. Well, let's see what happens. The hand is good. I'm always afraid of ramp when the other guy can start to really get things out quickly. Oh, okay, look at that. So I guess, well, certainly we attack. And thief. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, the dragon. Okay, good for him. So I feel like I have to attack with both. I can shock and blade brand. Any reason not to attack with both creatures? I like attacking with both. Any reason? Yes. And I'm going to do my signature dick move after I declare attackers. Okay, so let's do that. Again, I'd like to get rid of his druid. Getting all the swamps I need. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. He's trying to decide how to respond. He might be able to play some stuff. He's got those treasures. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind having the thief hang around. Okay. Could be. Could be. Infuriate is a good card. I have seen it do good work, especially against me. Wow. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. Alright, so we go in with everybody. Ooh, nice. I'm not gonna blade brand. So that makes it a 5. And then I can shock it afterwards. Oh, blade brand, sure. And he has no cards left in his hand. And another spitter. Very nice. It does not get double strength. Yeah. Spitter for sure. And next turn... next turn the Brawler goes out. What an interesting card to include in your deck. What do you think of this card? Oh boy, he's desperate. Be nice if I stopped drawing lands. Okay, so let's send everybody in. Yeah, they do need a creature. 4, 5, 6. So certainly this guy. But I do not have enough to bring him back. That's fine. Yep. Yeah, that's all fine. And we move on. So I have to say, guys, even if by 4:30, even if we're not done, I'm gonna have to end this. I'm gonna have to end this because I have other things I need to get to. But meanwhile, we keep going. Oh boy, just better and better. Smuggler. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Unless he has something good in his hand. Alright, and then, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Right, and then the shock to clean it up. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna shock him now. If he's got anything, he has to use it. He's got something. Oh, that's what he's got. He was hoping to live the dream. I would love to play some more games, but unfortunately I really do have to stop because I only have really 10 minutes, and there's a good chance the next game is going to take more than 10 minutes.